Hey, what's up, family? It's Newbie and Flip coming to you back from the Bay. I'm actually home now. I've been in New York for over the past weekend, so sorry it's taking me so long to get back to y'all. I've been trying to get my footage together and kind of share my trip with you. But I'm actually doing this video because I was tagged by Mr. BlasianFMA, and it's called The Filipino Game. Now, I'm not sure if any of you guys are aware, but I am black and Filipino, and basically this is on my flip side. So there's 5 questions that I have to answer, and we're going to start them off, and I'm going to go down the list. So the first question is, when was the last time I was in the Philippines? Well, the last time I was in the Philippines was over 30 years ago. I was a little kid. Me, my mother, and my sister went out to visit my mom's family, and you know, I don't remember a whole lot, but I do remember some things out there. Like, I was terrified to eat chicken or duck, and also pork, only because I saw them get slaughtered. So I was really, really, really traumatized by the whole thing. But I do plan on going back, either January 2009 or January 2010 for the town fiesta. So I think that's going to be pretty fun now that I'm an adult and I can actually go out and, see the Philippines for what it truly is. Second question is, what is your favorite Filipino dish and why? Now, my favorite dish is called dinaguan. Can you say that with me? Dinaguan. I'm not going to tell you what it's made up of. Filipinos know what it is, but it's not something that, once people know what it is, will not get with it. But give me that and rice, and I guarantee you I could live off that for the rest of my life. It's something that, yeah, I'm just not going to get into it. Just know that my favorite dish is dinaguan. Although I said I could live off of it for the rest of my life, it is a pork dish, and very high in cholesterol, very high in everything bad for you, but it's so good going down. Anyways, next question is, name one household item that best defines our culture. Now, I've seen quite a few of the responses, and some of the stuff they've said, I mean, I totally agree, but there is one thing that stands out to me, and only because I've seen it as a child, and it was in my grandmother's house. My mom used to have my aunts and stuff. It's a chandelier, but it's a chandelier made with fish line and these shells. They look like pieces of coral. They're round and they're all attached. They'll have like 3, and then they'll have a big space, and then there'll be 3 more. And it's made to look like a chandelier, and it's also one you can also attach wiring to turn it into a light, or a big lamp or whatever. And it usually hangs from the ceiling. That's just something that stood out for me. So that's something that I always grew up and always considered a Filipino culture. Number 4 question is, do I speak Tagalog? And if so, say a few phrases. Now, I don't speak Tagalog. I can understand a lot when someone is talking directly to me, and they do it nice and slow. And I think a lot of it, the understanding comes from just gestures and main topics or main words, but I was never brought up in a fully Tagalog speaking household. So here's a couple phrases that totally apply to me, only because I'm always on the move and I'm always hungry. So kain na means let's eat, and saan ka pupunta, which means where are you going. So I'm always being asked where I'm going, and I'm always telling everybody let's eat. In Filipino culture, I mean, I've never been to a Filipino gathering where most of the adults are always trying to feed you, making sure you get enough food, and you'll never starve at a Filipino gathering. And just like on my black side, there's everybody wants you to eat. But anyway, so that was that question. And the last one is, what part of the Philippines are you from? Now, of course, I was born and raised in Oakland, but my mother, she was born in the Philippines. She was born in Manila, and she grew up in Iloilo City. And then she came here when she was 13 and has been in Oakland all her life. So those are my questions and answers, and thank you, BlasianFMA, for hitting me up with that one. I'm gonna tag a couple people, and you'll see their names on one of the two sides, and hopefully they'll play along and get you some new answers. Anyways, y'all, gotta go. Still got some editing from my trip, so I gotta get back to you guys, and hopefully you'll enjoy those too. Anyways, peace, y'all.